Playing rap instrumentals on YouTube Music.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Like how I customized this scarf.
Check out this backpack I made for Marco.
Only pay for what you need.
But wait, who are you trying to argue? Get your words in front of the way, the life that I have, the future that I know, the way that it is, the kid that I've raised. What the fuck you talking about? The bids up, sir? You ain't talking about nothing I ain't never heard.
Summer's better and great indoors with 7 new foods at Dave & Buster's.
That bitch got ugly black grubby toes. one door down from the fakeness that there is. I'm immaculate. When it comes to him, I'm biz. Jamming and blamming. Jamming and blamming, nigga. Jamming, 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 jamming. Jamming and blamming. I'm that black motherfucker they can't stand and they should sit down. Stay off the microphone. Don't state a statement or make a fucking sound. Floating in the river, face down is how your engineer would get found. So profound when it comes to that accuracy. So profound when it comes to the accusation of killing. I didn't give a fuck then. I don't give a fuck now. They just did it for clout. Be like, oh, if he ever made it rich, I was the one that helped him out. Oh. All that shit is just a fucking doubt in your mind. I helped myself. Did this design, put it together. You keep up with us, man. Never and if ever. Construct the idea that you might get a year. Fake fuck, go play that game until the gears broke. It's my year, Loke. Middle finger fly up at all your folk. Little stupid nigga that need a haircut. His pops ain't got money to do that. His shorty on the train playing here, not here slow. Picking fleas out the back. He said picking fleas off the dog's back. You know that she is smart.
Bake the flow relief carbs and provide steady morning energy. Belvita, rise and thrive.
Did they hear the flow? Dante's acceptance of Jericho. Or from Jacob himself? Whoa, Matthew never told Abraham Jack. What up, you bitch-made motherfucker? Sideline staring at another motherfucker sucker. Fat on your neck, I'd love to cut. They stay silent when I'm violent. They stay silent when I'm violent. They stay silent when I'm honest. Certified without the smiling. Give a fuck about it. It's whole silent. These are decisions I just speak off of crossroads, which I thought I could lead towards the cloth. It's not that close to the fleece. It's different. So what's that? Protected by the armor of the beast. Listen. That's all you could do anyway. Fat, pale-faced motherfucker. We all think you gay. But hey, starts off the alphabet. In my alpha uniform, I stay set. You not ready for the suit. 3-day attire, 9 to 5, overtime. Look, you ain't getting loot. You getting duped. Trying to be the next. Nah, please stop. Don't even flex. Couldn't get 110 off the bar once yet. You ain't always talking. Nigga, you ain't hip-hop. Nigga, you Ricky Gervais. Fuck you mean fluffy without the jokes instead of the spotlight that should have been taken. You a 3-piece thorn in the making. It's constitutively easy to see why the nigga always hating, not creating, just debating which black man do it better. Motherfucker, like I said, you could sit on the side and I could just smack your fucking head up. Pick your head up. Confidence is low. See, raised by the bill of my grandfather, GIC, I still let go. And hey Joe, we got the gun. AR-15, gonna have fun. Ooh, bar none. What up, pussies? ¿Qué tú estás haciendo? Spiccins. Tell her it's no spick Saturdays. No spiccin Saturday. And in this one, I'm not Jordan, I'm not Pippen, I'm not Rodman, but I still got the gift, man. Holy shit, fam. I'm so glad to see the name. I was sitting here mad at them fake other motherfuckers in the frame. Get the picture. He said, but yo, manito, I'm Latin también. I know I wasn't talking to you. Damn, you gave me a scare. I just said it like a week ago, yeah. I don't know what happened to my boy. I ain't heard from him since he showed that dinner plate, that post, that bite, that toy that he wrecked. And I said a moment of silence, and I was setting my mind that you wouldn't be here. Find me that moment. I'm glad I turned this on. I'm actually zoning. And yes, no spiccin Saturday. That's because I'm mad at that fake fat fucking trucker. Anyway, how you doing? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, God. Damn, man, I'm doing that shit. You want to know a motherfucker care about you, talk to them and then go have fucking goddamn life-threatening situation and don't show up for like, 2 weeks, 2 months. Jesus, bro. The fucking nerves are deep fried over here, man. I thought it had something to do with your demise. I told you. Just before that shit happened, I had a whole fear about a whole fucking accident. And you went and had one, you're like, yeah, I'm good, I'm fine. And go missing. How you doing, man? Don't mind me, man. But I'm glad you paid me some mind. I thought I lost one of my best Latin friends, one of my best Latin connects. Like, I was taking it out on the other fucking. think he's a complete douchebag still, by the way. The fuck, man? I'll be doing that shit. I have to talk to you on IG, man. I'm not done. No. The lawyer told her to stay off the internet because of the case. Well, what the fuck? You can't talk to a friend because of the case? Just hey, the lawyer said I can't say nothing about it. All right. You took that shit literal. You just, all right, I will have no internet activity. Boy, you ain't even bought nothing from Amazon in the last 2 months and shit. You know, stayed off the internet altogether. God damn, bro. I was sitting in here. It's in the archive. I was sitting in here last week. I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. Unique's gone. You know, my Latina mommy, she's gone. And I was talking with my boy, Larry. What you talking about with this? He said he got us some crazy shit, but then he was good. But he said he was bleeding from his brain, and then I ain't hear from the motherfucker. Oh man, God heard, God knew that. God is good. God is good. The devil's something else, but God is good. God is good. I tell no lie. Born the same day as Abraham Lincoln, man. Honest man. I was in here just last week. Like, yo, I don't know, man. I feel a fucking way. I don't like losing minds. Every day. See, that's why he sent you in. He seen me I was on my demon time. I swear to God, you can rewind this, play from the beginning. I've been on my demon time since it started, right out from the title. I was on demon time, anticipating that fat motherfucker to be sitting here, listening to all the disrespect so he can catch all the vibes that I got for him. Healing, good. I thought there was never a problem. Well, I thought there was a problem. You were like, yeah, you know, they gave me some meds to stop the blood hemorrhaging and shit. I got fluids leaking out my brain. God damn. Nah, but I'm good. I actually feel better than I ever have. You know, it seemed to knock some sense into me. Kind of jolt the senses around. All right. Then I don't hear from you. I'm like, nah, the fucking blood clot caught up or some shit. What the fuck's going on? This dude hasn't posted anything since that meal. Huh? I'm looking at the damn bike. I'm like, should I go get one in commemoration for my guy? Like, just get the adult BMX bike and just always ride out for respect to Larry? What you talking about with this? Swear to God, I had all these thoughts. No. Yeah, God is good. They should have made it part of the hood. Spray painted everywhere, if they could. But they put it on the dollar bill, sliced the wood, took it from the tree, added some green, called it the capital that you need for the scene. That's no cap. They asked me to take it off. I told them I don't dress for men. That's whack. That's what? Hold on. Ah, shit. I stole on son in a minute. And I ain't steal nothing. Everything that I got, it was given. No gimme. You can catch it on the card. See, the vibes are serious. My ass is soft, but my lyrics is hard. The spirit is odd, but we gonna make it to the even side. I ain't have intent, but I was like, Bone Thugs in Harmony, meet me at the crossroads. Oh wait, no, hold on. The ghost knows, and the goat goes, bad. Nigga, I'm mad, but fuck it. Yeah. Just had to put that in the air. Yeah. I had a whole That blows my brain. Name being paralyzed from that down for the last 2 years have been tough. Right. Like the making of a paraplegic and shit. Come on, bro, get it together. When life throws you boulders and concrete cinder blocks, we make buildings. Oh damn. I don't know what we was doing wrong, but now that he had a lot of time off, I hope we figured out what needs to be done right. Nah, and I remember what happened. That wasn't your fault. I'm sure you played it back over 1,000 times of what you could have done, should have done, would have done if you had the right moment. But everything's good. You're here. Missus is good, right? I remember everybody being good. Everyone's still good? I'm sorry for all the light, but it's super illuminating out in the bitch. How that fat fucking Latina Gordita. And I'm still here battling like a champion. I wouldn't ask for any other way. I wouldn't ask for it anyway.
Summer's better than great indoors. With 7 new foods. At Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, the father. Okay, I see you strutting back in here with the Bible tucked under your arm. I'm not mad at you. Look, my dad took off, my stepdad took off, my godfather took off. I'm a father holding it down. The streets raised me. The streets was my father. And then there's our Father who art in heaven. Gotta holler at him someday. But I be talking to him every day. I just be wondering whether or not he be listening. You showing up is testament that he be listening. It's been 2 months. I ain't saying nothing for the past 2 months. Not at all. You miss me. I don't leave comments on your channel. I don't show up to your channel. I've been good. Yeah, Don Steezy. I'm glad you got the balls to text up. Leaving comments on my fucking stream, man. After the fact when you here every day. Yeah, fucking slob. I hope you are. I hope you and your family are doing amazing. We are. We got a lot of things in plan on the way. Bruno agrees. You hear him in the background? Huh. Do I miss you? Hell no. And And I actually wouldn't even fucking giving you any motherfucking energy, but I realized that you follow me around. I was right. I was wondering who fucking weirdo 1 and 2 is. It's you and faggot ass food cribs. Yeah. My spiccards. And it's no spiccin Saturday. Now see, all of my brothers, Manito 1, Primo 2, Slow Burn, Larry, KJ, they all have ownership. They all have core with the Latin community, as do I. But no different than the black community. How you have a black man, then you have like, yo, that dude, that's a nigga. You know, there's a difference. I just, move that right over to the Latin community. So we got my primos, my manitos, my hombres, and the spiccards. And you, Stephen McQueen, Don Steezy, are spiccards. And don't expect the vibe to ever change. My vibe, man, you can take it personal, but you should. It's your own stupidity that got you this energy. And just take a step back and look at anybody else that's ever said anything about my children to what you know of. Am I cool with them? No. And aside, next, one step down from wishing death on my child, accusing a father of having sexual acts with his son and his daughter, it's right there. It's right there. It's like one step down from wishing death on them. So yeah.
Embrace fast heartburn relief with Tums.
Don't expect any energy to change. And you're still a fucking idiot dumbass that misses me. And that I can respect and understand. I respect on my side. I respect the fact that somebody would miss me. I'm to be missed for sure, for sure. Never. We'll never forget about the Graveyard Lions. Shout out to the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and you still making videos talking about me. It's the other way around. I don't understand why you took so much time to say a lot of nothing. Is it the Puerto Rican Day Parade? Is that today? No. Hey Google, when's the Puerto Rican Day Parade?
The 2022 National Puerto Rican Day Parade will be on Sunday, June 12th.
Sunday. You're early. But just in time. Yeah. Shout out to the Graveyard Alliance. Here's the guy that got merch, but wasn't really for the Alliance at all. Yeah. your shit all the way through. No. No, I know you didn't. I know you fakingly supported me for the benefit of trying to disfranchise me. You supported me, you fakingly supported me for the benefit to authentically snake me. Yo. And I hope you have the biggest problems with me calling you a spick, like I had a problem with you calling me nigga. I just give back the energy I get. But I never said nothing about your kids. In any manner. Yeah. I'm hoping that they put a second part to that. Because, like, at the end of it, they completely let you know there's going to be Horizon 3, right? Yeah, I've tried. I got it. It doesn't work out. I run into too many big bosses here and there and can't get past them. And then that's that. Like it was with the Dark Souls. Bro, people's talk. What?
For the real
All my
ones,
people's
the
talk
movement
like
is
that.
finally here.
Hey.
Introducing Memoria Frozen Trees.
Bro, all my people's talk. Oh, my people's talk like that, and you ain't going to say shit. I don't know you people. And your people never talk to me like that. Me and your people never got into any verbal dispute. I was never in a position with your people for them to call me out of my name, call me a nigga. No, that was just you. So, respectfully, fuck your people. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Born in the Street Gang? No shit. It sounds as fantasy as the reality of the role playing you doing on GTA for the past 5 years consecutively. Warren Street Gang, really? You're trying to make it something it's not. Oh no, never that. I always accept things for what they are. I never make anything it isn't. Nope. From the neighborhood, you know, all temperature. Check out the thumbnail. My team right now in front of your old house. Hold on. eyes. No. Wait a minute. No. Where's the team? Returnal? Yeah, I got it. That's one of my games that I got in the cut. Like, I gotta finish. You know, my team right now in front of you. Where's the team? I'm not even sure if that's the crib. Like, and you're sitting in GTA in the middle of the intersection. What are you talking about? Sure. Like I said, you on your fantasy shit. But I'm glad you went that much out of your way. That only make it, and I'm glad it's just you. Unbelievable. But believable. Now, like I said, keep that same energy. Don't worry about fake apologies or fake vibes. Keep that same hater-like energy. Makes it easier for me to terminate you. Alright, we've seen enough. We about to get out of here. Leave you with your one view. Oh, okay. Says the guy that's sitting on the channel with one view. Get back to GTA. I'm glad you got your fat ass out the house to take a photo in front of my old house. And with that much said, I'll see you at your house. And respectfully, I'm glad you adjusted your skirt. Stop all this hiding. What's that? The games I mentioned, they're really good games. Just takes forever to beat them. Oh, I thought that came from him. I'm like, what the fuck's he talking to me about games?
Yes, heartburn relief with Tums.
See? The devil is a lie. Like I said, God is good. The devil's something else. Explain to me. Explain to me. You can't. Maybe, but I don't know that you can't. Sorry, don't take that as hate. I've just thought a lot about it. Explain that to me though. Help me understand just a wee bit why it's. Oh man, 44 minutes. So I started this at 6 o'clock. Saturday, June 11th. A week ago, I was wondering, Hardbody, where the heck you was at, to the point that I spoke it into the stream. Like, I was always thinking it myself, and I was always praying and thinking the best. But then I was like, damn, that's not like him. I don't see no, yeah, man. I don't see Larry, man. What the fuck? Like, we just blossomed onto, the new fucking platform. Like, I don't. And I've went fucking viral since you dipped out. I've been going viral every week. That's another weird thing. Since Mother's Day. Mother's Day, exactly, in fact. The difficulties in Returnal, crazy good. Yeah, no. That's a super good game. And I only played like 20% of it. That's one that shows off the console's, graphic card capabilities and all that. And then just new generation gaming. That whole format of you die and come back to a whole new different layout. It's never been done before, like that I could think of, that I recall. But that doesn't, I didn't even get to finish out, right? So, how is it? And I've known this for some time. When you're doing right, when you go with God, you'll get tested by the devil. The devil will throw shit your way. God didn't encourage me to, be mad, be angry. Nah, that was the devil. Whether I choose to go with the suggestion or not is my choice. That's God given. But how is it? That on the day of your return, I was on my demon. I already told you, I was on my demon time. Just vibes. Because my intuition and my senses was telling me that's son. Plus, son left a fucking comment on damn live. I hadn't noticed it right away. I just noticed it a few days ago. Went scrolling back in the archive, looking at shit. So one of the lives had a comment. I always go to see who comments, who said what. And it was from Don Steezy. I'm like, who the fuck is Don Steezy? Go to the account. It's this spiccin. So I've been intentionally dragging him since I figured that much out. And I was already on his head before that. So it was just proof. Yeah, the manifestation. telling you, it wasn't 7 days ago, bro. It has been less than a week. I was talking to Alexander. Shaman. KJ, you know, the boys. Tehran, Pharaoh and them. I was like, yeah, man. Where's Son at, man? It's just not like Son. And I dead ass I was tight. I was upset. I was in a mood that day. Shit, the Scorpion died yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. Trapjaw died. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. Well, took Trapjaw. Didn't, you know, it pissed me off the way it passed away, honestly. It drowned in its own fish tank. It drowned in its own drinking bin, right? Found it submerged in there, like, oh shit, damn. So, but whatever. Death. And then, within 20, it passed away at 7 o'clock. The game started at 7. I had noticed at tip-off. That's why I missed the first few plays. I was like, oh shit. You know what the fuck? I was talking with someone about my house within the last 2 weeks. The devil's pawn showed up with a picture of my house. I didn't recognize it at first. He didn't have a good angle. He didn't get the proper angle. It looks rushed. Like he wasn't chilling on my steps or my porch or nothing. He go up to the side. Whoever took the photo was actually standing in one of my neighbors' yard. One of my old neighbors. Funny enough, his name was David. That was my dad's friend, David. He's the reason why I fell in love with Doberman Pinschers. It was the first dog I fell in love with. He had one. Damn, Scorpion died. Wow, I think you have multiples, and they could have been pregnant. You know, yeah, that was a female, and she once was pregnant. She ate her babies. Scorpions, if you don't separate the babies from them, they will eat them. I didn't even know she was pregnant. They give birth. They can be pregnant. Say a scorpion gets pregnant today. It can be up to 2 years from now, or over a year, until it gives birth. So apparently, when I bought her, she was pregnant. You know what I mean? She ain't been with no other scorpions. So, well, with me, but I saw her once, and she had like one or two of them on her back, which also constitutes that by the time I saw them, she had 8 the others, because scorpions have like fucking 20 or 16, or they have a bunch. And the last time I put 2 scorpions in one enclosure, they went to attack each other. And it was Trapjaw and Jackpot. No, it was Jackpot and Venom. Because I was like, yeah, you know, let me just get another scorpion and add them in there. They went at each other and was trying to sting each other. It was the coolest thing. I broke up a scorpion fight and then put them in separate cages. Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, I have hidden enclosures for them. So she went and hid and did that. And you know what I mean? She wasn't out in the open. I didn't see her. Just like how this one passed away. I know by the time I noticed, she was already on her last leg. I took her out the water. I think it was just her sensory, like the senses. You know, like how if you kill a grasshopper or a roach or an insect and the leg is still, you know, moving, it still moves afterwards type shit. She was doing that, but she drowned herself. I got scorpions committing suicide in this bitch. There's such a thing as using your third eye if you're not to tap into it. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm aware of all that. That much I'm aware of. So I always say I'm universal. I see shit. Like I was explaining, it was my third eye that allowed me to see Mr. Don Steezy here. I knew it beforehand. So that's why I stoked the flames, and then he texted up to confirm my suspicions. And now he's all, I took a picture in front of your old house. It's thoughtful. What else you got? My old house that I haven't lived at. Jesus, how long? Well, I can be exact about that. I moved out when I was 10. My old house that I haven't lived at in 38 years. I haven't been to in 38 years. And I hope, I got high hopes like the 7 dwarves in them, that since he fucking with me, the spirit that was fucking with me, that was there, caught him. Yeah. Now you tell somebody, oh, you wouldn't want to live my life. You wouldn't want to walk a mile in my shoes. Oh, he done did it now. Mine is very powerful. Indigo, one of my favorite color blues. Also the way I like to say indeed. Right. Yeah. So see, and look, listen. I was rapping and all that before he even came in because I knew he was gonna be here. I expected him to be here. Then he texted up while you were here. See how that worked? The devil tried to be a distraction in the light of godliness, like, you know, dead ass. I was dead ass tight. I knew, like, yo. He was like, yo, how you doing? I'm good, not for nothing though, but you know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about some shit, man. My man went AWOL and shit. I don't know what the fuck is groovy. I checked in. Shit wasn't really groovy, but it was groovy. I don't know. I thought that shit caught back up with you and tapped you on the shoulder. You was laid up and went to the hospital. I thought the worst. You know that. But I'm so glad, even though I was mad, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad to see that and everything. That's why I was able to handle the devilish shit so gracefully. It makes perfect sense. Does that make sense? Nigga came up talking about, you miss me? Nah, bro. The way I see things, you miss me. And I'm sitting here confessing to my brother I missed him. Ain't that some shit? The emotions. He's always trying to get in where they don't fit in. I told that motherfucker to lose weight from the beginning. Call me a nigga in an argument when you ain't winning and your face will be spinning along with your eye and your earring. It'd be ringing right there from one of the senses that you were given for your hearing. I drive a hard bargain. Stay in your lane when I'm doing the steering.
Apply now at purdueglobal.edu.
Ooh. Yeah, definitely. And I was just talking about changing out the the medium for sand. And I was like, yeah, you know, since I stacked them, I haven't really swapped out their medium. You know, it's been dirt. I just add on to it, soil. So I want to go with sand for once. But I was gonna do design. I was gonna do a the yin and the yang in the sand. I was gonna get some regular sand, you know, some brown sand, beige, tan, whatever, and then some black sand. and do the yin and the yang within the, you know what I mean, the center of the enclosure, and you sand it out. You know how they do the sand art with the layers of different color sand and whatnot? I was gonna go for something like that, but without all the colors, just the natural black sand and the natural tan. And formulate the yin and the yang in the center. So yeah, now there's definitely free space and room for that. And the one that I have left, that's a male. It's got small claws. That's how you tell the difference between a male and female scorpion, the size of their claws. The females have the big claws. Males, they got claws too, but they're smaller. But as God is my witness and you as well, it's good to see you. It's good to know you're good. It's good to know you're good. God damn, I was in mental turmoil and shit. Now I understand the lawyer said, so I understand what the lawyer said. All right. But we ain't doing nothing on the internet. Right? My Harry Potter shit over here. Expensive petroleum. I remember you telling me how good you were and how happy you were in the place that you were at. I remember our conversation, sir. I don't know if I ever told you. I think I probably did. Maybe I should remind you. They told me I was gifted, and one of my powers is memory. I have the memory of elephants. Not an elephant, but elephants. Another analogy that the teacher at the gifted school, like Professor X, at the University of X-Men gave, my brain is like, my brain is like a sponge, and it's a sponge big enough to soak up all the water on the planet and have room for more. I remember, sir. I took some of your happiness for myself. You know, I don't be allowing myself to be happy sometimes. Yes, sir. Energy is very powerful. I guess. I don't know. I haven't had. Oh, I guess I haven't paid attention to the indifference of powers. So I just see myself as normal. And like every other human on the planet, I assume, trying to understand what their purpose is, what they are, where their power is, who are they? All the good questions of life. Right? I mean, come on. I'm just a kid from the hood. I'm just a poor boy. Let me be misunderstood. You know the one. Yeah, man. It's a hard thing to do, but definitely brought my heart joy just to see your username pop up. God damn. And they almost had a heart palpitation. Oh, for real? Okay. Feel like it's Christmas and shit. You shouldn't have. For me? Yeah, man, God is good. I've seen sand art before. Pretty interesting, amazing work. People that know how to do that are very, very talented. Right? I mean, I think it's just layering, really. But I haven't tried my hand at it. I'm not a sand artist or whatever it is. But I definitely want to do the enclosure like that in the yin and yang. And I've thought it out about a good 20 times in my mind, and I think I got it. But dear God, Watson, I think I've got it. Because I'm gonna do a room rehaul. I'm gonna go for a new look. This one's to you, man. Salute to the effing fact you're here. I remember thinking within this week I was never gonna see you again. You know how pissed I was. Probably, I'm not gonna put any blame on you. But I will say, and I will admit, when I got something to be pissed about, it's easy for me to turn on demon time. And I'm on some, okay, who was it that I was ignoring, or who needs that fucking, where is that scumbag? Hey, douchebag, you here? You fucking fat fucking slob, you fucking weirdo, right? And then just, that draws him out into the fucking open. Next thing you know, he's making comments. So see? It was a 2-for-1 special. It's crazy. On the godly, on the righteous side of things, I spoke you up. On the negative side of things, I spoke him up. I'm just wowed that you both showed up at the same damn time. And my title was clearly, on demon time, aimed at him. I was expecting just nothing more than that. All right. So, to show you my memories, A1, where were we? We left off with recipes. It was supposed to be us talking about the podcast and content of having, right, the presence and all that. And then you had your situation, so we put that on pause. But then I was like, I don't know, are you good? You were like, yeah, hey, I'm good. All right. Well, I don't want you to force yourself. And, huh? It sounds familiar? It was only 2 months, 8 weeks, and 32 hours ago and shit. So they were conceptive and take this good energy. Exactly. See, this is the version of me after my version of that. I did that. Everything you wrote is what I stand for. Now, yes, I will admit, 8 years down the line, 9 years down the line, enough time for a master's degree and enough to work on a few trades. I've learned, and I won't say that I learned anything more than I didn't know before. Certain people can't be trusted. I just never liked that lesson. I never liked learning that. It's never fun. It is sometimes when you already know it and you set traps for people to do shit and they fall right into them. It's fun then. Like it was back when I knew people would be trolling, so we set up traps. Oh, we're cool, and we actually are cool. We're not just playing cool. We're cool. We know how to be cool. Watch us be cool. We know you're gonna come in here and want to fuck with the temperature and shit. We're gonna cut off your arm when you do so. When you attempt to do so. I remember the last conversation, it was about making a podcast. I mean, huh? You know how much that was irking me? Because it's like, I've put that whole thing on pause since then. Just, yeah, no, I don't have all the pieces, all the elements and everything. No, I don't like half-ass and shit. And I had a plan anyway. And there were some other members. I got some guys under the weather. I haven't heard from them in a while. I don't know. We're gonna have to hold off on that. Tehran wants to do a whole kind of podcastish kind of thing. It's got a little bit more than podcasting to it. And I think in the minds of my minds in the back room, I just been like, I'm like, yeah, but I was thinking that, yeah, anytime I think about the plan, you come up. Trust. From the old school. I don't flat leave my friends. When's the last time you heard that terminology, huh? Flat leave. Flat leave. Yeah, you a flat leaver. I haven't said that to someone in over a decade. You a fucking flat leaver, bro. You ain't down for the cause. When the shit hits the fan, not a speck of shit's on you. Flat leaver. Yeah, I'm not a flat leaver, so wherever the plan was is where the plan is. If you look in your inbox, you'll see I reached out to you. I reached out to you twice. Hey man, you there? Knock knock. Being that I was thinking the worst, I didn't want to, disrupt your family or your lady, anything. I didn't want to mandate a response, so I just, kept my distance. And I'm glad that in the week that I meditated on the matter, spoke about it, within fucking 1 week's time, here you are. Cool, can we do this with a Lamborghini or something, or the lottery? It would be so great. What interesting conversations we could have about everything, right? And I'm glad I have your presence there on the other platform. Because this rickety-rackety situation of a live stream, is forever in question. And until the day that I see that I am completely left alone by the deities, by the internet deities, weirdos, and then me and the 1,300 subscribers as of today can rejoice. In new functions. See, my thing is I just don't want to let go of this. It's what everyone wants. You gotta have this many hours in. You gotta have this many subscribers. I've never even activated the super chat once because I never once wanted to hear, oh, Term's begging for money. I didn't get on this for money. That was not in the original plan. And I always go with the originals. You know, I might go revise some shit, but I never revised it for, okay, I'm just going to be about money now for this. If that was the case, I would have restarted the channel. I would have done the whole thing. Left this shit, put it upload, recorded, hey, fellas, whoever gets to see this, I love you. I got a new channel. Here's the title. Subscribe to that channel. You know, whoop wop de woody woody woo. But I've also never been interested in doing that. In order for me to do that, I have to have a solid plan, just like I saw this to be a solid plan. This was a solid plan. I didn't anticipate the internet weirdos, DDoSing and all that colorful shit. That's all. Doesn't change me, doesn't change a thing. Sticking to my rule. I said, all the time. Oh, once I noticed what they were doing. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I noticed people still get in. So, as long as I happen to have a conversation, an intelligent conversation with someone I know, oh, we good. Because that's all the fuck I ever wanted. That's why I put together, for it to be a collection of intelligent people from all walks of life to have, I know, input as we live our day-to-day lives. Graveyard. We show respect and bury the bullshit. Some guy on the other side of the country has nothing better to do but fucking run interference, internet interference on my channel. Wow. Yeah, I learned that too. The first time I went, took a hiatus. AWOLs, kind of. So I just took off. All right. People talking about my son, I want to wring their fucking necks out. Bone dry. Like washing cloths. But I didn't take a break. But I noticed when I came back, man, people were like, you know, damn, Term, what happened, man? You didn't say nothing, no. So just like off of what I was just saying, I should have left an upload. Hey, fellas, so that you know, I'm not going to be around for a while. I'll take a little vacay. A little, you know, internet vacation. Stay safe, stay smart, stay up. I'll catch you on the next one. I should have just left that. But yeah, you went ghost. I went ghost. I'm watching a show now called Ghost. 50 Cent shit. That shit is cool. I like it. Power with Ghost. Yeah, we definitely did the Ghost thing. And it's cool now because I understand what I put people And I didn't even realize. I know you didn't mean to, and you know you didn't realize. But I hadn't realized myself either. Yeah. So all good again. All good. God is good. God is great. I want to hug you and punch the other guy in the face repeatedly. I want to hug you repeatedly. Respectfully. Those lawyers pump fear in my heart. And they said no internet. I was like, okay. Right. Right, because they didn't want you shooting yourself in the foot. They didn't want you putting something in the case. Because if the opposition goes to search and see if you've been telling a different story, but I wanted to be a lawyer. My mother said I'd make a great lawyer. Yeah, no. Just not talking about the case is the deal. And yeah. And then they don't also additionally, right, don't want you to be seen, because it could be used and flipped against you that you haven't sustained the injuries that you claim, yada, 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 yada. Right, so no internet presence in that sense either. I want to be there for the people that are having a tough time learning how to come back from being injured so bad to where you feel like they'll never be able to do it again. Yeah, that's something I've always, in the back of my mind, that's in my fears. But I completely relate. Because again, what you texted just now is again that's another foundation point and reason as to why I chose to stream. Without the injury factor, but also the injury factor. Just on the basis of mentally, of anyone that's been through some shit and didn't think that they could make it, a sense of, to speak to the youth of today, and my peers and elders. We got advice for everybody. NFTs just so happen to slip through the cracks. They just may learn something. And it's wrong, right? If they just so happen to join in the room, those bad people just may learn something. I been through there. I'd been to that crossroad. And I was like, all right, continue to bash them, feed them that energy, or ignore them and then point out to them also, hey, well, you guys shut the fuck up and learn something. I was always saying that. You know, if you weren't like, you know, looking for so much attention, you'd probably learn some shit. Guaranteedly learn some shit. Actually, you could take a probably out of that. Just depends on your aptitude and what not to be able to reciprocate the information, sustain, comprehend. And at the end of that, like I went both roads. At the end of the road of them learning something, I'm a firm believer that they don't. They haven't. Buddy, Don Steezy, Stephen King, prime example. What has he learned? Absolutely nothing. And aside from him, other ass wipes that I deemed to be ass wipes way back when, I've seen as of recent, they are the same grade and cloth of ass wipe that they once were. No progression. So, it becomes a wasted effort, and it's only worthwhile for those that want, those that see, those that appreciate. And to that, I'd stand at a podium behind that belief. It is strongly to the point and the time that the negatives aren't worth your time. You know what I mean? Like, some people are destined to be bumps on the log. I would assume strongly so. Otherwise, the phrase, to be a bump on the log, wouldn't hold anything. It wasn't just one person that they got that from. No, they got that from a collection for study of how people be. Human behavior. They say, what's the other analogy? You can bring a horse to a lake, but you can't force it to drink. You can tell, better one, more appropriate to what we're talking about. You can tell stupid people shit You could tell stupid people intelligent shit all day and night. It ain't gonna make them any less stupider. Stupid is as stupid does. So, I understand what you're saying. But I've already done the understanding on that degree. It becomes a waste of time. We could be having inspiring conversations for people that lose touch with life because of how intense injuries have come back from something that no one has. No argument here, sir. No argument here. Now see, in fact, it's because of that it breeded jealousy, envy, out to the point of hatred. Because others don't wield that power. Others don't have that influence, presence. I find, in order to help the future, it serves good to be a historian. Serves well to be a historian. History repeats itself. Once you know where to disconnect the loop, if you can, then you stand a better chance at navigating future. But if motherfuckers don't want to learn, then they won't. I remember the older version of me that didn't want to learn, just as much as I remember the version of me that wants to learn. See, the things I wanted to learn, I learned. I specifically went out of my way to learn some shit with this entire journey. And I learned a lot more than I set out to learn. In your absence, in your leave, somebody came up, hey Term, this was like 3 weeks ago. Term, just wants you to know, much respect to you. I was in a hard place. I was in a bad place. I was in a dark place in dark times. I was at the edge. But I sat and listened to things you said and saw my way out of that dark place and experience. And they were about to, they admitted to me, shared, confessed to me that they were going to make a grave decision about life itself. But my words helped them. Made all the difference as to why they're still here today. Well, helped. Because ultimately the decision is theirs. We can talk about the latest games that come out for PlayStation 5, who's playing what NFTs, digital currency, a little bit of everything. I got so much to share. Roger that. And this is where we left off. This is right around where we left off. So, again, whether it's 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. The mandated professor's guidance will never change. Shouldn't. A guidance counselor, a professor of a university should always be that. That's what they set out to be. I mean, if we were to give a title to someone who gives advice, what would that be? There's a variety of titles, actually. I like guidance counselor. Actually, I like guidance counselor. Therapist, social worker, life coach. That has some pizzazz to it too. That has a little drum roll, snare to it. I like life coach. I would admit to nonetheless, for to ask me, what was my accomplishment? What did I accomplish? Great course study in being a life coach. Hands-on training. Cases on cases on cases on cases. I have yet to do someone wrong. I just deal with people with who they are as the people that they are at this point in time in their life. Your actions, their actions, people's actions give me the ability to pass judgment. Pass judgment is such a strong word. Pass an assessment. Gala Games just had a conversation a couple of days ago. He talked about new games coming out. Yeah, these are in-game games, free games, okay. I've never been big on the free, I won't lie, because it seems to be a hub for where the subpar games that didn't make it. It's like the lost and found bin of video games. The free games. And any game under $20 for that matter. I've never, to this day, found one that I'm like, ooh, this is a gem. This is a diamond in the rough right here. No, it looks like graphically lackluster, 8-bit, 16-bit, 32 even, but still, meh. And I'm not trying to go back to the yesteryears, video game-wise. I'm all for the lean into tomorrow, crossover. Wow, this looks so real. Submersion. I got Space Invaders sitting right over there if I want to go nostalgic. And yeah, it's good to have, you know, the classics, of course. But after that, it's like they kept the thing going. You know, they got these little $4.99 games. And, you know, all the while, you know, I could have put one of those motherfuckers together. But I didn't. I always wanted to be a voiceover or story character creator. You know, there's a long list. There's a longer list than that of credits on movies after video games. I just wanted to be somewhere, you know, up in the titles. Video game guidance counselor. Campaign guidance. You know, specialist. Just make it fancy. So when I tell anyone else, they go, ooh. These conversations are meant for any and everyone. If they don't want to learn, Soviet Cafe want to learn, so be it. But it's a conversation, and that's what it is. I like that analogy. He said the Soviet Cafe. What are you discussing here? Are you spies? Man, ain't we this is a free. Bring him to the KGB. This man speaks of freedom. Right. That's a nice equivalent analogy of the trolls. They're like the KGB. They're like what it would be in a fucking Starbucks in Russia. Right. You know. They want to know what the fuck's going on with the freedom fighters. And where's the resistance? See? Come with me if you want to leave. I'm on my John Connor Terminator T-800 shit, reprogrammed. It is. Now, if they would just stop, imagine a world where trolls stopped dicking around. But if they would just stop dicking around and stop the fucking frequency jamming, that's what's going on. This is pirate radio. And these motherfuckers are jamming the fucking signal. That's it. That's it, man. I don't know how to undo what they've done. But the fight doesn't stop. And that fucking... Hey, buddy, close the door. You look so cute, but close the door. I'm glad you're clean.
Okay.
Jesus, Jacob. I'm like, that fucking... He walks in looking all cool and shit. That fucking manatee. I was supposed to be, man. He once told me he wanted to be a priest. A priest. That's funny. My grandfather was a priest, the pastor, the preacher. Yes, this is where we left off, and this is where we started back up. Yeah. Like, heard people say, you know, in reference to YouTubers, they call them false prophets. No, what would we do? If we could get it done, would be prophetic, and not profitable, prophetic. And true, not false. And the funny thing, because of the devil's obsession that they have with me, they might just be forced to learn something. Thus, transforming the naysayers into sayers, believers, transforming non-believers into believers, civilizing the uncivilized. Life coach. All right, so what we're going to do here is run this. At the same time, I need you to post up over there, run that. And, yeah. Do. Good night, sweetheart, man. It's time to go. Where's that from? Was that Happy Days or some shit? It's good to have you back in the fold, man. If I hadn't said so earlier, you might have missed it. There might have been a connectivity issue or something, lag or something. I missed it. That shit had me pissed. But shout out to the lawyers. Sounds like you got a good team. They took all precautions to keep you isolated, quarantined, keep the information sealed, you know? It's good. Shot of that. Pass that off. I gotta get the ingredients you were talking about for the blood flow to counter the lethargic. Fucking pull up because the fucking the air up there is thin. So we gotta work harder than we would if we were just at sea level. I am that high. We're just chopping it up about life and the possibilities of how cool we could be involved in it. Pretty much. Gala games pay you to play. This is the type of information I'll be putting out there in the podcast for people that play internet games that are interested in getting NFTs for free. See? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and that was the other thing, exactly. I remember that. The thought just kicked my mind in the head from last time. I was like, oh, that's cool, because I had somebody else that was coming through and they kept talking to me about NFTs. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. So I was going to lean to you to break it down, break it on down. And then find some sort of involvement. Like, for example, if an NFT has been made or hasn't been made for Beavis and Butthead, it should, on the digital comic, which would boost the value of the original comic. Alright, first issue, 1, 2, and 3. If this information is for you, stay in the room. If this information is not for you, peace and all feelings. Right. Nah. Only information they wanted to hear was the mention of their name again and my disgruntlement for them, which will manifest itself as well. Yeah, so Steven pulled up with it's not his avatar pic, it was on his thumbnail. It was a picture he took in front of my old house. Like this. Yeah. And I got him to confess and have some involvement, because I've been dragging the whole situation since I realized he was someone that left a comment on one of the prior lives that I had. Got him to come out of the shadows. So he left Staten Island to go to Brooklyn for a photo op in front of my old house I haven't lived in 38 years. Funny. I can't wait to match that energy. But all things in their time. Because we're here to inspire people, to uplift people, to bring people out of bad situation by just using their mind. It's funny that I have to manage these two vibes at the same time. But I will admit, I use my mind. I just used a Jedi mind trick. Always get your enemy to attack first. You can sustain the blow or avoid it, but get them to attack first. That way when you return, you're justified in striking them down. I just had a home like 3 by 3 inches deep, and I healed myself. And that hole is now closed. No medication. I used herbs. Roger that. My wife agreed with it. She's a naturalist too. So, why? I have one of the cooler times to have her here. Or was it that I took a screenshot of? Now, do you know what L-arginine is?
L-arginine?
Yeah, and L-citrulline. Citrulline?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. When you combine them, it makes nitric oxide, which is good for your blood and good for proper blood flow in your body.
L-citron?
L-arginine and L-citrulline. Citrulline.
L-arginine?
Arginine and L-citrin.
No, I've never heard of the other.
We need to get the other one. Do we have it? One? Oh, we need both of them.
It's in
Increase my
liquid
blood flow.
form?
Huh?
It's in a liquid form?
I don't know what form it's in.
And they said when you combine them, it turns into...
Yeah, so it's probably in powdered form.
One liquid and one powder? Or two liquids?
I don't know. Larry, what is it? Liquids or powder? Yeah, I've been doing that. I swear to God. I've been doing that. And that's exactly, again, no lies. Mind power, mind over matter. That's exactly how I got him to expose himself just now. And that's his weird ass that keeps jumping in and out. You know, a lot of people are reputable and respectful. They would say something.
L-arginine was derived from corn.
Arginine's what?
L-arginine is derived from corn. It's a corn base.
Oh, it's derived from corn.
Citron.
Monday. Next game is Monday. Yeah, that.
Monday?
Huh?
Who's winning right now?
It's tied up. Series is tied up at 2. Did I speak to you about my friend that I said I was going to do a podcast with, but then they got into an accident? I did, huh? They're here. So they're okay. See that? That's proof. That's solid proof. I don't talk to my lady about everything on here. Yeah. If Steven wouldn't have taken that photo, I probably wouldn't have mentioned it too. I probably would have, though. Yeah, this dipshit took a photo in front of my old house. Okay. That's cool. Like I said, well, like I've been thinking, actually. Not like I said. Well, I said it once. I'll repeat it again. I can't wait to return that energy. That's my old house. True, yeah, okay. I've been there 38 years. So take all the photos you want. But he was like, yeah, me and my crew took a photo out in front of your crib. It's just him standing there off to the side. He's not even on the porch. What crew? Your bozo wife?
Finally got out of the house?
He finally got out of the house to go to my old house. So, but as the saying goes, 2 can play that game. But the funny thing is that that's what I had said anyway. It's funny he beat me to the punchline, but not even though. Like I was gonna do something similar. I said it, so. So you went the way whole house took fall. That doesn't really nail the point that I was going to make, that I intend to make. At all, in fact. Now you take a photo out in front of my door, or here. Then you would have beat me to the punch. Then I'll be wild. Like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. If I told you I lived 10 train stops from where you live now and gave you the exact coordinates, you can go take a photo while I'm on the other side of the country. What's gonna stop you? Not me. And even if I was in New York, a city of 8 million residents, I don't think I could stop a photo opportunity. But I know that. Just while we're visiting Fville. If we never came out to Colorado, we would have stayed in New York. And the streaming thing that came about and all that and everything, cool, safe stuff, all that. No New Yorker there would have ever fucking challenged me or want to meet up with me for anything. No. But yeah, so I'm about to get back to it because I got to knock down 50 by Monday. It's about uplifting the community pretty much. Definitely. In this instance, I feel completely, cool to talk about, which is a negative one. It's not about actually knocking someone down. I don't want to uplift them at all. I put in my time to uplift them. And originally from the door, it was all about uplifting. And my guard was on the fact of maybe I couldn't trust this person because they reminded me so much of another person. And I was like, am I bad for prejudging them like that? To myself. And it just always kept cool. And came to find out, no, I wasn't. My instinct was right. So. Again, if at any point or juncture in the future, you, or anyone else were to suggest on a live stream or privately or in any form for it to make it to my ear, which he did, heard it myself with my own ears. It wasn't hearsay. It was hearsay. I heard him say it. That I was having sexual relations with my children. Well then, we'd have some learning to get done. You can talk about how you might find my face funny. You can talk about a lot of things, actually. I'm accustomed to that, being on the internet for 9+ years. I think I've heard it all. But that one came as a shocker. And especially when it's from someone that I took time out to have learned better some things and take the possibility in for there to be better things. And that was the outcome. The picture in front of my house, that shit is goofy. That shit holds no vibe. It doesn't even, it's not even kind of funny. Holds no meaning. I don't know if that was a distraction or added shit to point out how far in the wrong direction an idiot will venture. That's that little secluded lesson. But I knew that. I knew that way back when I realized what they were doing. Then after proverbial shit hit the fan, trying to come up with oh yeah man, all this disruptive shit to try to disrupt my family. I'm like, wait, okay, what? I thought we were talking about the fact that you called me a nigga. No, it snowballed into all this. So, I've been paying all the attention. So, as uplifted as I've been, see that, and then that becomes their lesson. That's the silent lesson I never put light on. As uplifting as I am, or can be, or have been, is equally as downing in the opposite direction. Yeah. Non-uplifting, degradant, demeaning, spent years on the positive side of things, spent years on the negative side of things. Yeah, which calls back to that balance. was proof right there. I showed you. Oh, you remember, boy, did I talk to you about my boy with situation? Yeah? Ah, okay, cool. 1 in 20 conversations. 1 in 20 conversations. Fuck that. 1 in fucking 50. 1 in 50 conversations do I relay from here to her. That is. I can have 49 conversations about 49 different topics. Maybe some of them doubled, but it was with different people, same topic. It was focused. But I won't go and tell her, yeah, I had a great conversation with my boy, California King. It was really cool and in depth. We spoke about a lot of things that I hadn't and I had, but then I actually had. No, I don't do that. But there is always that one out of the 50 click. It's like, hey, babe, you know, she might ask me, what's going on? Was everything okay? Yeah, everything's good. All right, but you know, my people going through some shit. You know, I don't know. You know, I've been rocking with them for the last, 8 years of my life. They've never ever ruined me. You know, they're part of the, family that I have on there. Like, they're going through some shit. It's not fucking cool. And she'll give me her ear. She'll point me in the right direction. Again, balance. It's exciting to know the knowledge and having the knowledge. I remember when I used to be some sort of a kind of little bit of rebel against the knowledge. Like, fuck the knowledge. What is knowing anything gonna help? You don't do anything with it. And my former immature self. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is key to the doors of opportunities throughout your journey. Knowledge, since freedom of choice and it's what we've been given, knowledge is what you would look to have at every decision throughout your journey in life. We just happen to be the type to rock so much with it. We can't. No, I can't allocate nor afford to spend any of that knowledge or time with dumb motherfuckers. Or for or on the dumb shit. I mean, we do have vacations, you know what I mean? I'll take a 2-week vacation for the dumb shit. Just out of the blue, I'll tell you something that you probably never even heard. Do the time. That's a fact. If you were building up to say something, or if that's a statement, that's a fact I'll agree to. That's something I respect about you. You've always listened and then started contributing. Yo, wow, oh shit. Did you know that, trees growing in Idaho help and for your blood and everything because of the root that they have in them and where they're grown, the soil, and like, nah, bro, I had no fucking idea. But now that you've put me on, I mean, how does that, well, you see, that actually is like a homemade steroid. Oh shit, fuck yeah, sign me up. You know what I mean? Type shit. Other motherfuckers can't do that. Some motherfuckers will only adapt to let's joke on each other. Let's spew the hatred that we have for each other again and again and again and again and again and again. Me, I'm with that shit for the knowledge. Spewing back and forth, I'll always have the same vibe and energy that I had wherever the fuck it was we left off. Good or bad. That's the one thing my aunt said about me that I like. It's a negative kind of statement, if you will, depending on how you perceive or look at it. But she wasn't wrong. What'd she say? She told me, she said, I swear to God, you and your mother are two of the most stubbornest people I've ever met in my entire life. I felt good about that. That means I stand on my ground. I stick to keep that same energy. Whatever it was, will be. Because that's what it is. And with these fake people on or off the internet, I always like to know where I stand. I like to know where we stand. What was the song from the Wonder Years? Stand. Kava, the Kava. Come on, I ran with the Kava. I haven't even had Kava on the mind since we spoke about it. Like, again, this, what you have to contribute, offer, those tidbits, which are, a bunch of tidbits. I mean, there's a bunch of tidbits which meant within the sound, the hourglass, the sands of time and all that. A whole bunch of tidbits. But with the tidbits, boom, that's a guide. Just consolidate that. Got something, man. That's a way of life. And a life's coach playbook is trendy. It's valuable. Come on, man. When the coaches lose the playbook, the team goes wild.
NFL raises a whole investigation. What happened to the playbooks? Coach's playbook. Life coach's playbook. It's important. It's a whole thing. I notice every time I look, huh? And where I'm at, here, oh, they're all about that. That's why she knew what you were talking about, somewhat. A lot more than me. She just hadn't heard of the other ingredient. She was correcting me. Anitronine? Yeah, asinine. I put forth asinine efforts with the anitronine, mixed it with the glycerin, and now, my brain on some shit with the rhyme. And we have fun with the shit. We always have. And just in the event of being humane. Things will bring themselves to their own level. That's what happened with the graveyard. If I could simplify my efforts, I chose humanity. I chose common sense. So I'm only fucking with the community. Those within the community, I fuck with the community to improve. But my inner circle and my community people, because we all got our own cliques, gangs, and causes, will be that of those that are just cool, contributing, coexisting. Right? Got to make a change at some point, and I'm a firm believer that the only way to bring about change is to be the change. Can't always sit around and watch the world change or wait for other people to change. You got to be the change. Right? Who needs a playbook? They need the playbook. We don't. Yeah, no. Exactly. Playbook. When do you recall me ever telling you, yeah, no, son, I got the answers? See, Sway didn't take time to write down all the answers. That's why he didn't have a response to Kanye. I can't tell you I ever sat down and wrote down the answers, and here they are. And we should go publish this, because these are the answers to life as we know it. Right? No. Mm-mm. But if life was a multiple choice test, I've got the answers. I can guarantee you passing. That's life coach confidence for you right there. That's a certainty. At this junction. You could be talking about a whole list of things, and I'll come in and just say, if you drink Shepherd's Purse 3 times out of the week, that will stop heavy bleeding. That will stop heavy bleeding for women. Exactly. See, and it's funny to me, because I had an individual, you might recall her, goes by the username of Golden Child. I had a femme fatale that I was suggesting, hey, come through and bring some fun facts. Bring some random, odd, informal, positive things, through just, hey, what's up? Because I was calling her my truth-telling femme fatale. So I was like, well, bring some fun facts. Since there was that fun thing that facts and her ex and the whole chemistry that we have. So for it to manifest itself as it done into the graveyard alliance, to which she, technically became a graveyardian, But to have one of our very own and bring, like, she would bring, trivial type stuff. Did you know that Mars is in Jupiter's sun right now, and the retrograde has got people acting funky? Type of information, Did you know crows ate oranges in the summer as opposed to lemons? Type shit, you know what I mean? Shit you didn't know, almost to the point didn't need to know, but it was cool. You counter all that and have manifested it into a point where now we have content and can use creativity behind it for a focus in the whole podcast. Additionally, I was curating her to be a podcaster. Yes, I was. When I brought her around Steven and food stamps on a different platform, it was a test to find out how they would be around, a female, or if they would try to use some of that, and they did. But for her, it was to be more social and around others, so you'd feel comfortable voicing your opinion on a microphone and other people in the audience. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm always using my third eye. It don't stop. In your hiatus, in your leave, let me show you what I did. HM Tehran and Shaman were here for 420. Wish you could have been here. This is a whole wish hallmark moment. Wish you were here. Hold on. Hold on. Not only have I been going viral as well, but check this out. I put the third eye on his arm. Yeah. You feel me? Universal energy. magic shrooms. This was on 420. Got the psilocybins. Pounded that shit. That's Tehran, you over here in the background. We went to the playoffs game. Denver Warriors, Nuggets Warriors. This is what went down at the last meet and greet. Where I was wishing you could be at. There we go. I mentioned third eye. You showed me videos of the third eye. Really? Really? I did a third eye tattoo. That was my first tat that I did for one of our graveyardians. Yes, sir. Yeah, by the way, we've been talking about the third eye for like an hour. It just dawned on me. I had almost forgot. In your absence, I did a whole third eye tattoo. Right. How it go? That part. Sorry. Again, I will show modesty in saying, well, I just feel normal. I don't know what to compare it to. They be running all these TV programs about gifted children and their powers. I get to thinking, damn, what's mine? Because they did have me in a gifted program. They had me in a program for gifted children. No shit. We just never got to take advantage of all that because of all the shit that I'm normally telling you about that I went through to be here. Life knew I was gifted and said, damn school, you'll learn at the University of Hard Knocks. Proceeded to throw me a bunch of fastballs and curveballs and sliders. All sorts of shit. Screwballs. Yeah. Yes. Just so happened. And he, connecting of dots, he is a graveyardian, but additionally, he is the other element of person who wants to create a podcast with me. Amazing. Yes. So again, I'm not blowing my own horn. I put my saxophone up a long time ago when I came back to America. I haven't played the saxophone since 2000. But, I don't know. Could we be on to something here? Is it more than meets the eye like the Transformers? And I gotta know because I've always been a Joe. And they've always taught us that knowing is half the battle. Good thing I didn't grow up with the Teletubbies and them shit, or whatever the fuck. Diego and Dora leading the way. Barney. But yeah. So that happened in your your absence, in your leave. Yep. Yeah, you've been gone 2 months. That took place 420. Right here. Now the end result needs a touch up because it was serious freehanding, but and Buddy went through an array of images. It was going to be a skull, and then somehow, by his choice, he ended out with a third eye. Yep. Someone who's always invoking others to use their third eye and common sense. I could have given him a tombstone that wrote Graveyard Alliance, the first member. Oh, third eye. Right there in the middle of his bicep. And he wanted it, so. Well, I don't know how to set up a podcast, but I'm interested in being a special guest. Yeah. Well, the plan is, right, while we're not quite at the 6th, we're at the 5th, right? 5th way. Next month we'll make it the halfway point. By the end of the year, to have all licenses and everything Rebel ready, intact. I've got all that's required. All I need to do is follow the process and probably invest $250 in some merch company to just make life easier for me and print up shit to get out to the people. But I also need more plays in the life coach book, in the playbook. More plays. I want it to be ironclad. It's just what we do. It's just, and it's a schedule that we do, and it's that I have to formulate a window in time and energy to. I've always freestyle, ad-libbed, improved this, period. If I got the time or I want to do, I do. I haven't abided to any schedule. Format, yeah. Format is be truthful, be myself, and let the cards fall where they may. Did you know that licorice root kills bacteria in the mouth and ulcers? No, I had no idea. I think you told me that before, though. I think you mentioned that, in all honesty. Which had me think, I was like, should I go get some Twizzlers? But Twizzlers isn't that shit now, it's licorice root. I'm not dealing with any ulcers or any of that for the time being. I know it promotes good oral hygiene, which I'm also not suffering from at the time. I never have. My breath smells like God's wisdom. If God's wisdom had a scent, you know. My breath smells like angel sweat. But let me be on my way, underlay, because I have a mission. I'm on a mission. And I need to secure that. So, best of pleasures to see you. I gotta go. I look forward to seeing you again. Hoping we didn't get to speak much on that. Hopefully next time, as far as, you know, progression for yourself on that matter. But as you're not to speak on the internet, I think it's better that we don't, just the same. So, peace and blessings. I wish you the best for you and your family. You've been in my prayers. You will remain in them. Stay safe, stay smart, stay up. I would chop it up and chill more if I could, but I can't, so I shan't. Larry, what you talking about with it? Take care of yourself, my little brother. Take care of yourself. Alright? Take care of those around you. I gotta go do the caretaker thing. Hey, go check out some of the reels I put up. I've been on a whole comedic approach ever since, you know, I went viral. I feel it's all watch-worthy. No drone footage. We've been grounded, but yeah. All right. Or yeah. Roger that, man.